Namaste, my dear friends. Referring to you now, place of supply, supply of goods, followed by place of supply, supply of services. Now, let us start place of supply for supply of goods by inviting the attention on the part of IGST Act. Place of supply provisions one can able to understand only by referring IGST Integrated Goods and Services Tax Act 2017. Now, in this regard, I am bringing to a notice first and foremost Section 10 of IGST, where Section 10 subsection 1 we have Clause A, Clause B, Clause C, Clause CA, Clause D, Clause E provisions, where supply of goods taken place other than import, other than export of goods. Other than import or export of goods, what is the place of supply? In this process, supply involves, the first point I am referring here, supply involves movement of the goods. What is the place of supply? Here I am bringing to notice in a simplified manner is as follows. Supply involves movement of the goods. What do you mean this? Look here. Seller of goods, Mr. C of Chennai, who is a registered person, supplied the goods to H Limited of Hyderabad, being a buyer who is also be a registered person, or being a registered person here. Goods supplied from Chennai to Hyderabad, the goods moving in a truck by road, for example. It involves movement. Supply involves movement of the goods. What is the place of supply? Where the movement terminated is the place of supply. If I send the goods from Chennai, where the movement going to be terminated, my dear friends? It is going to be terminated Hyderabad. That means place of supply goes to Hyderabad, which is Telangana. Location of supplier, Chennai, namely Tamil Nadu. For a supplier, it is intrastate or interstate supply. Can you tell me please? You will say, I know, interstate. Excellent. So Mr. C made an interstate supply. Mr. C made an interstate outward supply. Mr. C liable to pay what? Mr. C liable to pay IGST for the supply of goods. This is what I referred here. Supply involves movement of the goods. Place of supply is, in the given case, place of supply where the movement of the goods for delivery is terminated. Place where the movement terminated for delivery to the recipient. The transaction should be between, in the following manner. The transaction should be between two registered persons. That is important to note. Seller is a registered person. Buyer also a registered person. Supply involves movement of the goods. Place of supply goes where the movement of the goods terminated is the place of supply. Got the clarity, my dear friends? All of you clear? Section 10, subsection 1, clause A. Is it clear? Supply involves movement of the goods. Seller, registered person. Buyer, also be registered person. A transaction between two registered person, we call it as B2B transaction. In that case, place of supply goes where the movement of the goods terminated. In the given case, it is terminated in Hyderabad, namely Telangana. Place of supply goes to Telangana. Location of supply, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. It is interstate supply. Now, sir, from whose angle we should refer the place of supply. Whether supplier liable to pay GST under forward charge or recipient liable to pay GST under reverse charge. Always we will take here location of supplier. Who is he? Location of supplier. Location of supplier, then place of supply. Location of supplier and place of supply both are in the same state. Then intrastate supply. Location of supplier in one state, place of supply is a place of supply in different state, in other state. In that case, we will call it as a interstate supply. Repeating again with the example. In the given case, Mr. C is a supplier of the goods, belongs to Tamil Nadu state. Place of supply goes to Hyderabad, Telangana state. That means different state. Location of supplier in one state, place of supply in the other state. In that case, it is interstate supply. Interstate supply. Whether supplier liable to pay GST under forward charge or recipient liable to pay GST under reverse charge, the concept remains same. Location of supplier and the place of supply. If in two different states, interstate supply. Location of supplier and place of supply in the same state, intrastate supply is the concept. Having this, I presented section 10, subsection 1, class A. Supply involves movement of the goods. Place of supply goes where the movement terminated. Further, my dear friends, referring to here, furthermore points. Supply of goods, where goods delivered on the direction of a third person. I am referring point number here, point number 2. Here, section 10.1, class B, I am referring. Section 10, subsection 1, class B, I am referring. Goods delivered on the direction of third person. Goods delivered on the direction of third person. The place of supply goes to here, principal place of business of the third person. Principal place of the business of the third person. Principal place of the business of the third person. How to understand this? Very simple. Very simple this. You should understand this from the angle of the build to ship to model. Build to ship to model. Generally, under the build to ship to model, there are three parties are involved. We also call it a tri-party agreement. So what is it is, how it works, I will refer here with the help of simplified example is as follows, my dear friends. Now I am inviting to you to consider this in a simplified example. Look here, I will simply draw a particular simple thing here. Look here. This I drawn. Here, let us say Mr. A, seller of goods, where he located, let us say in Chennai, who is a registered person, seller of the goods. Who is the buyer of the goods here? Let us say buyer of the goods here is Mr. B. Mr. B, buyer of goods, who is also registered person, RP, where he located, let us say located in Mumbai. Mumbai means Maharashtra. Now, B approached Mr. Seller, can you supply the goods to me? Seller said, why not? I will supply the goods to you. Now, What is the value of the goods supplying by Mr. A? Let us say 1 lakh rupee. GST payable thereon, let us say GST 12%. GST is a 12%, namely IGST 12%. Now Mr. B said, hey Mr. Seller, I am in Mumbai. If you sell the goods from Chennai, if the goods coming from Chennai, Tamil Nadu to Mumbai, Maharashtra, again I am going to send that goods to one of my buyer located at Chennai itself, who is Mr. C of Chennai is the buyer of Mr. B. So he is my buyer only. Mr. C of Chennai is the buyer of Mr. B. So I am requesting you, Mr. Seller, you bill to me, you ship to my Chennai buyer, said by Mr. B, requested by Mr. B. Seller accepted, no problem. You want me to send the goods? I will send. From where to where? From Chennai to Mr. Seller location to Mr. C's Chennai location. I will supply the goods. Don't worry. I will supply the goods to him in a truck. Let us say, for example, see here there is a truck. Is one of the truck. Goods truck is moving from where to where? From Chennai, seller place to Mr. C, Chennai place. Now, here what happened? Goods has been shipped. I will say goods shipped to Chennai fellow. Who shipped this goods? Say Mr. A. On whose direction? On Mr. B's direction. The goods has been shipped to Chennai person. And billing to whom? Billing to Mr. B. Bill to Mr. B. By whom? By seller. So, in the given case, my dear sir, bill to ship to model, where one can able to view in the way from this angle. Here, if we refer bill to Mr. B, ship to Mr. C. Now in the given case, what is the value of invoice Mr. Seller issuing? Let us say value of invoice is 1 lakh. Then he has to levy the GST. For Mr. Seller, what is the place of supply? Mr. A is the seller, Mr. B is the buyer. For Mr. A, what is the place of supply? For Mr. A, what is the place of supply? That is important to note. Mr. A, what is the place of supply? Mr. A, what is the place of supply? For Mr. A, what is the place of supply? Section 10, subsection 1, clause B says, Mr. Seller, Mr. A, you have been dispatched the goods to Mr. C on the direction of a third person. Who is the third person here? Mr. B. Where he is located? Mumbai. So, the place of supply for him is Mumbai. I will say that place, POS. POS means place of supply. Under section 10, subsection 1, clause B, what is the place of supply? Is Mumbai. Why Mumbai? Principal place of the business of a third person. principal place of the business of a third person. Is clear? So seller where located? Chennai, Tamil Nadu. He billing to whom? Mr. B. So in the invoice, buyer is Mr. B, consignee is Mr. C. When issued by Mr. A invoice, tax invoice, in the tax invoice, Mr. A seller address, buyer Mr. B buyer address, and consignee is the person receiving the goods, namely Mr. C. So in this case, bill to ship to model is considered. Mr. A is billing to Mr. B and Mr. C is receiving the goods upon the direction of Mr. B, a third person, for which for seller Mr. A place of supply is equal to the place where the principal place of the business of a third person, which is Mumbai. So location of supply Chennai, liable to pay IGST, liable to pay IGST. Here IGST, for example 12%, if 12% is the IGST, then in that case in the invoice Mr. Seller will charge 12,000 IGST and the invoice price which is here 1,12,000 is the way in which you can able to easily identify the invoice issued by Mr. A to B. It is called as section 10(1)(b). Goods dispatch, supply of goods upon the direction of a third person. Place of supply is equal to the principal place of business of a third person. Any difficulty in the given case? A transaction between A and B where C is involved in it. If so, upon the direction of Mr. B, goods sending to C. So for Mr. Seller A, principal place of business of a third person means the place of business of Mr. B here is to be considered. Though the goods are moving from Chennai to Chennai only, in spite of that is IGST, because place of supply goes to the location of the principal place of business of a third person. That's why. Got the clarity?
Yes, sir.
So the invoice here, what I mentioned, is a transaction between A and B. Mr. A to Mr. B. A transaction between A to B is considered. Invoice should be issued in the following manner. As simple as this. Now coming to a transaction between Mr. B and Mr. C. Because Mr. B is a seller, Mr. C is the buyer. So Mr. C of Chennai is the buyer of Mr. B. So B is the seller and C is the buyer. For that transaction, what is the place of supply for Mr. B? Here, for Mr. B, what is the place of supply? That is also important to note. So in the given case, POS, I will say POS, place of supply for Mr. B under section 10, subsection 1, class A. Class A, supply involves movement of the goods. Where the supply involves here movement of the goods from Chennai to Chennai. So movement terminated where? Movement terminated in Chennai. So place of supply is equal to Chennai for Mr. B. In that case, Mr. B, when supply the goods to C, has to raise the invoice or not? In that case, a transaction between Mr. B to Mr. C, for which invoice value, let us say 1,50,000. Then what is the CGST, HGST or IGST? In the given case, Mr. B buyer is in Mumbai. Buyer, Mr. B is a seller in the given case when supply the goods to C. So Mr. B being a seller, being a supplier located in Mumbai, Maharashtra, place of supply Chennai, intrastate or interstate for Mr. B? Intrastate or interstate?
Interest
Interstate. Liable to pay?
IGST.
IGST. 12%. 12% on what value? 12% on 1,50,000. How much will come here? It is 18,000. Yes, 18,000. Calculate and tell me. So, invoice price. How much comes here? 1,70,000, 1,68,000. Correct, Amma? 12% of IGST on 1,50,000. 18,000 rupees. Correct? Correct. So, invoice price 1,68,000. So, a transaction between B and C is also a supply. Place of supply will be decided according to the section 10.1 class A. According to section 10.1 class A. So the 2 points came here. It is called as one way or the other tri-party agreement. Build to ship to model. There are two supplies. There are two supplies. Any difficulty? Any difficulty in the given case? Now I am bringing no difficulty. Quickly
No, sir.
respond.
Clear,
No,
sir.
clear. Very good. So in the given case, I am again bringing the notice with one more example. Hopefully you will answer now. Section 10.1 class B. Goods delivered on the direction of third person. Place of supply is as per section 10 subsection 1 clause B is equal to principal place of business of third person. Principal place of business of third person. Now in the given case, tell me my dear, Y Limited of Chennai registered person with GST. X Limited Mumbai registered person with GST. Z Limited of Chennai registered person GST. There are three parties. Now, here Y Limited selling the goods to X Limited, billing to X Limited, shipping to Z Limited upon the direction of Mr. namely X Limited. In that case, place of supply goes to for Y Limited is the principal place of the business of a third person. Here X Limited Mumbai is a third person. Upon his direction the goods has been sent to Z Limited Chennai. So place of supply is equal to Mumbai for Y Limited. Y Limited is a supplier. Y Limited where located? Y Limited located in the Chennai. Place of supply goes to Mumbai, Maharashtra in a different state. Therefore, it is dash type of supply for Y Limited, intrastate supply or interstate supply?
Interstate supply.
Interstate supply. Is clear? Interstate supply liable for IGST. It may be supplier liable to pay, recipient liable to pay. We are not bothered about that. We are referring the place of supply. How to determine in the case where the goods has been sent on, goods sent upon the direction of a third person to some other person. The place of supply is equal to location of the recipient of the third person, principal place of the business of a third person. Is it clear, my dear friends? Is crystal clear?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, a transaction between X Limited Mumbai, Z Limited Chennai. Supply involves movement of the goods? Yes. For X Limited Mumbai, when he is going to bill to Z Limited of Chennai, what is the place of supply? For X Limited, transaction between X Limited and Z Limited. Tell me, as per section 10(1)(a) or 10(1)(b? Transaction between X Limited and Z Limited. Transaction between X Limited and Z Limited. X Limited is raising the invoice to Z Limited. X Limited is the seller, Z Limited is the buyer. Is to be referred under the place of supply, section 10(1)(a) or 10(1)(b?
10-1A.
Excellent. 10(1)(a). If so, the movement terminated. Where the goods movement terminated? In Chennai. So, for X Limited Mumbai, place of supply goes to Chennai. Location of supplier, Mumbai, X Limited. Therefore, it is interstate supply for X Limited. Further, my dear friends, I am very happy to note you rightly understood the points. So, furthermore, referring section 10, subsection 1, clause C. A case like this. Section 10, subsection 1, clause C. Supply does not involve movement of the goods. Supply taken place without movement of the goods. Well possible. Well possible. If a person coming from all the way from his location to my place at Chennai, at Mount Road, I have the place of business. I am supplying the goods in my shop. My shop is located in Mount Road, Chennai. I am a seller of laptop. Person came to my shop and asked me to show the new laptops. I shown the new laptops. One selected by the buyer, I hand over to the buyer. That means supply taken place without movement of the goods. Supply does not involve movement of the goods. If so, place of supply is equal to where? Location of the goods at the time of delivery to the recipient. Location of the goods at the time of delivery to the recipient. Where the goods are located? In my shop, which is Mount Road, Chennai. So, location of supplier in Chennai. The goods also located in Chennai. Therefore, intrastate supply. How to understand this? With the help of simplified example as follows. Supply does not involve movement of goods. How to understand this? Very simple, my dear sir. Look here. A limited trader who is a registered person under GST located Patna, Bihar. One person, Mr. C of Chennai, also be a registered person, sir, came all the way from Chennai to Bihar, A limited location, to his shop, and from where the goods has been purchased. Goods purchased from A limited of Patna. That means C limited of Chennai came all the way to Patna, Bihar, to the shop of A limited. In the shop of A limited, Mr. C of Chennai, who is a basically registered person, purchased the goods. In that case, a transaction B2B. In that case, section 10(1)(c) says, at the time of supply where the goods has been located, A limited trader premises, namely Patna, Bihar, the goods are located. Location of supplier, Patna, Bihar. Goods also be located Patna, Bihar. Place of supply, Patna, Bihar. Therefore, place of supply is in the same state of the seller, is the intrastate supply. Place of supply is equal to location of the goods at the time of delivery to the recipient as per section 10 subsection 1 clause C. Is it clear, my dear friends? Is it clear? Respond to me. You have to respond, no?
Yes, sir.
அப்படியே உட்கார்னா you sleep. Like jolly manner, you have to be listen and respond like a friend. I mean, your friend. Sir, we understood, sir. Or we not understand, sir. This area we not understand, sir. Please tell me, sir. Means I am here to say. Yes. Now, can you answer to me a simplified point in the given case where I brought to your notice section 10(1) clause A, which is talks about supply involves movement of the goods. Here I said supply does not involve movement of the goods. Here 10(1) C. Here 10(1) A. 10(1) A. In the two cases, 10(1) A supply involves movement of the goods. Mr. C of Chennai reached a person. When I said this 10(1) C, supply does not involve movement of the goods. 10(1) C. Here also Mr. C of Chennai reached a person. That means in both the cases, the buyer, if you refer here buyer, who is buyer? Mr. C of Chennai. In the first case, 10(1) A, who is the buyer? Hyderabad fellow. Here, Hyderabad fellow is a registered person. So, under 10(1) A, buyer is a registered person. 10(1) C, buyer is a registered person. That means a transaction between registered persons. Supply involves movement of the goods, 10(1) A. Supply does not involve movement of the goods, then 10(1) C. Provided transaction should be between two registered persons. Supplier registered person, buyer also be registered person. Then only 10(1) A. In case of supply involves movement of the goods. 10(1) C, buyer is a person. Supply does not involve movement of the goods. Place of supply will come to picture. So what about supply involves movement of the goods or supply does not involve movement of the goods if the recipient being a buyer, being a recipient is an unregistered person. If the recipient is unregistered person, supply involves movement of the goods, 10(1) A won't come. Supply does not involve movement of the goods, 10(1) C won't come. If the recipient is unregistered person, be careful, my dear friends. Then what is going to come here? Section 10, subsection 1, clause CA will come, a new provision which has been introduced recently from 1st October to 2023 onwards. Notwithstanding anything contained in section 10(1)A, 10(1)B of the IGST Act, 10(1)CA will come into picture if the transaction is B2C, namely recipient is an unregistered person, supply of goods involves movement of the goods, supply of goods does not involve movement of the goods. If the recipient is an unregistered person, I bound to refer section 10, subsection 1, clause CA of IGST Act, where place of supply very simple. Hey, Mr. Seller, you supply the goods which involves movement? Yes, sir. Then, for you, 10(1) CA says place of supply is equal to the address of the recipient. Sir, address not available, sir. No problem. The state name of the recipient is aware of that? Aware, sir. That is the place of supply. Sir, address of the recipient not available. State of the recipient also be not available. In that case, supply does not involve movement of the goods. Supply does not involve movement of the goods. Supply taken place to unregistered person. Registered person is supplied. Recipient is unregistered person. Address of the recipient not available. State name of the recipient also not available. Then location of the supplier is the place of supply. When this comes into picture, only when there is location of recipient, address not available, as well as recipient state also be not available, then supplier place of business is the place of supply. If the goods are supplied to unregistered person, goods supplied to unregistered person, which may be involves movement of the goods, does not involve movement of the goods. Immaterial, that is not referred. As long as the recipient is the unregistered person, so long you bound to refer place of supply only, referring section 10(1) CA. Sir, in what circumstances this and all will come into picture, sir? I will tell you. Generally, our migrant workers coming from, let us say, from North India, means what? From Bihar, from Assam, from West Bengal, northeast states. So from there, the migrant workers are coming to India, to our Tamil Nadu, for example, and they are working so hard work, and we are really depending on them for construction purpose, for restaurant purpose. They are very sincere, dedicated workers. So they used to come to Chennai from West Bengal, Bihar, from north to south they are coming, and they used to stay for longer number of months. Let us say for 1 year they are going to stay. And they used to go to hometown only during, what we can say, the festivals only they will go. Otherwise they are sincerely working, hard workers. So, assume a scenario, a particular example, I am Mr. Bhuvan. Who am I? Mr. Bhuvan. I came from West Bengal as a migrant worker to Tamil Nadu. I am in construction work. So I provide my so much of hard work throughout the year. I earned some amount. I saved in my hands. There with me. Now Diwali occasion, or there may be Durga Puja occasion. So I want to go to my hometown to meet my beloveds. I am Mr. Bhuvan. My wife called me over phone. When you are coming, please bring to me a particular cell phone. So I said, definitely I will bring cell phone to you. Because she is my wife. After 1 year of my hard work, I am coming back to my hometown. I have to be so and much more love and affection. I want to buy a new particular cell phone. I went to a shop in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. I know only Hindi. I have not studied at all. Zero standard. Even my signature also, I am going to put thumb. Thumb impression. So Mr. Bhuvan want to buy the cell phone. He came to shop asking, this cell phone showing, कितना है? कितना है? He said, वाह, இந்த cell phone 5000 பா 5000. समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. Then he shown 5000. This much price of the cell phone. Okay, I have saving now with me. I given 5000 rupees to my shopkeeper. He asked me, what is your address? I am from West Bengal. Address, हमको पता नहीं है. What he can do? The seller. Okay, Mr. Bhuvan, West Bengal. He given to me particular cell phone with the invoice. Now, seller in Tamil Nadu, registered person. What is the place of supply for seller? The buyer who is an registered person whose state name is available, which is West Bengal. That is the place of supply for Mr. Seller in Tamil Nadu. That means even though the goods does not involve movement but sold to an registered person, 10(1) CA says the place of supply is equal to the address of the recipient. If not state name of the recipient known, the state is the place of supply. So for seller, place of state of the buyer is West Bengal. Place of supply goes to West Bengal for Mr. Seller. Seller in Tamil Nadu, liable to pay intrastate CGST or interstate IGST. What is liable to pay? Quickly respond to me.
Interstate IGST.
Interstate IGST. Excellent. Hats off to the answer. Perfect. IGST liable to pay. Mr. Seller, Tamil Nadu, your place of supply goes to West Bengal. IGST liable to pay is interstate supply. Suppose Mr. Bhuvan says, I do not know state. हमको पता नहीं है. हम आए थे एक ग्रुप के साथ. हमको पता नहीं है. हम बाहर बस्ती वाले हैं. हमको चाहिए सेल फोन. 5,000 रुपए हम देंगे. सेल दे दो. सेल फोन दे दो. Seller asking, your state. हमको पता नहीं है. Are you going to sell the product or shall I go to other shop? Seller says, wait. Don't worry. You do not know address? पता नहीं है. Address क्या है? पता नहीं है. State है. उधर कुछ नॉर्थ इंडिया वाला है. हम उधर से आए थे. एक ग्रुप के साथ आए थे. हमको पता नहीं है स्टेट. हाँ, yes. Then no problem. Seller want to sell the product. In Tamil Nadu, Chennai, he want to sell. कोई बात नहीं है. हम प्रोडक्ट आपको बेच देंगे. ले लो. So, cell phone is given. Payment ₹5,000 is collected by seller in Tamil Nadu. And invoice name है Bhuvan. That's all. Buyer is a Bhuvan. No address, no state. In that case, section 10(1) CA says the place of supply goes to location of supplier. Where? In Chennai. Place of supply in Chennai. Location of supplier, seller of cell phone in our example in Chennai. Is intrastate supply or interstate supply liable to pay CGST, GST or IGST? Tell me quickly, fast.
Intrastate, sir. CGST, SGST.
Excellent. Intrastate supply liable to pay CGST and SGST. So far so good. Am I right? No difficulty. Good. Now difficulty arises. If the seller selling the goods through e-commerce operator, seller selling goods through e-commerce operator to unregistered person, in that case, address of the recipient available, na? That is the place of supply. But the difficulty arises where the billing address of the recipient is different from delivery address. Generally happening, no? Sir, I am from Chennai, sir, Tamil Nadu. My friend in Mumbai, Mr. Vidya. Mr. Vidya is a professor, IDT professor, is my best friend. On his birthday occasion, I want to send a particular gift. Watch I want to supply to him. I want to give gift to my friend, Mr. Vaidya. Excellent professor in indirect taxes, my best friend. So, I belongs to Chennai, Tamil Nadu. My friend located where? Mumbai. So, I am booking through Amazon a Titan watch worth rupees 20,000. Billing address Chennai, Mr. C. Rafi, Chennai address. Delivery address Mumbai. Vaidya, my friend. So, when the delivery address different from billing address, where the supply made through e-commerce operator to unregistered person, what is the place of supply? Circular clarified. There is a CBSE circular in the recent past, which clarified that in the case where supply of goods to unregistered person through e-commerce operator, in that case billing address different from delivery address, the delivery address of the recipient, delivery address is the place of supply for the supplier. Delivery address is the place of supply for the supplier. So, where the Titan Wala is located? Titan company is located in Mumbai. Through Amazon website, Chennai fellow booked that particular watch to deliver to friend in Mumbai. So billing address Chennai, Mr. Rafi, Chennai, Anisha person. Delivery address Mr. Vaidya, Mumbai. So for the seller, Titan company, what is the place of supply? The delivery address. Where the delivery address? Mumbai. Location of supplier? Mumbai. Liable to pay CGST and HGST. No, sir. Now, a different case it is, Mr. Vaidya, who is a best friend of me, he want to gift a particular watch to Mr. Rafi in Chennai. So, Mr. Vaidya is booking through Amazon a watch for Mr. Rafi. So, the billing address is Vaidya, Mumbai. Delivery address Chennai, Mr. Rafi. He booked through Amazon Titan watch. Titan Wala located in Mumbai. In that case, place of supply goes to quickly fast. Place of
Chennai.
Chennai means delivery address. So in the given case, supply of goods through e-commerce operator to unregistered person, place of supply is equal to delivery address. Delivery address differs from billing address, then the invoice should be issued. Delivery address itself is the address of the recipient. So the point here is very clear. Delivery address is the place of supply if the delivery address differ from billing address, where the supply made supply through e-commerce operator to unregistered person is the provision. Circular of the CBSE recently clarified. Got the clarity, my dear friends? But be careful. Mr. Titan from Mumbai selling the goods through Amazon to customer does not mean that it is falls under section 10(1)(b). It is not a build to ship to model. Reason, Amazon wala not providing sale of goods. Amazon wala here providing services. Try to understand. Now please come back. So in the given case, section 10(1)(ca), which talks about supply made to unregistered person, supply involves movement, supply does not involve movement, as the case may be. Place of supply is equal to location of the recipient. If the recipient address not available, then state of the recipient is a place of supply. That also be not available, location of supplier. If the supply of goods made through e-commerce operator to unregistered person, the billing address is different from delivery address, then the delivery address is the place of supply. As simple as that. Now please come back to our regular study where we have the section 10 subsection 1 class D, which talks about supply of goods assembled or installed at the site. If so, place of supply is equal to place of installation or place of assembling is the place of supply. How to understand this? With the help of the simplified following examples I am going to bring to notice. Goods are assembled or installed at the site. Section 10 1D is talks about IGST Act, is where the assembling taken place, where the installation taken place. If you refer my reference, one example I am going to bring to a notice which gives clarity. A purchases a machine from B where both A and B are in Haryana. The machine, however, needs to be installed in New Delhi. The place of supply goes to New Delhi as the machine is installed in New Delhi. Location of supply, Mr. A, Haryana. Place of supply, New Delhi. Therefore, it is interstate supply, liable to pay, if any, IGST. Sir, in the case of assembling, what happened? Goods are assembled, are installed. In case of assembling, where the assembling has been taken place is the place of supply. Example in front of you, Eximited Meerut, Uttar Pradesh, UP, gives a contract to BHEL Limited, Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh, to supply a heavy motor machine which is required to be assembled in a factory located in Manali, Himachal Pradesh. So, who is a supplier? BHEL from Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh. Where the assembling is going to be done? Manali, Himachal Pradesh. So, place of supply? Manali, Himachal Pradesh. Supplier? BHEL, Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh. Therefore, it is intrastate supply, liable to pay CGST and SGST. Get the clarity? Section 10 1D this. Now coming to section 10 1E. 10 1E talks about what here? 10 1E talks about goods supplied on board a conveyance. Goods supplied on board conveyance. What do you mean by conveyance? Here conveyance is nothing but in the given case, my dear friends, vehicle, vessel, aircraft, rail is called as a conveyance. So goods taken on board means into the vehicle or the train to sell during journey. So in that case, place of supply is equal to location where the goods are taken on board. How to understand this? In a simplified example, bring into notice. Look here. Goods supplied on board conveyance, section 10(1) clause A. Here, if you refer, you understand. Mr. D of Delhi boards the Delhi Mumbai train at New Delhi. He boarded into train at New Delhi. During the journey, he sells the goods at Vadodara, which were taken on board by him at New Delhi. So, he is selling where? During Delhi Mumbai train at Vadodara. One minute. Mr. D entered into train with the goods at New Delhi, boarded into train New Delhi, Delhi Mumbai train, selling the goods at Vadodara, which were taken on board at New Delhi. Actually selling the goods at Vadodara, in spite of that, where he taken the goods on board at New Delhi, place of supply goes to New Delhi. Where the location of supplier is located at New Delhi. If so, intrastate supply. Actual sale during the journey, not important. Where the goods has been taken into board is the important. Though he may be selling at Vadodara, he may be selling at Mumbai, he may be selling at New Delhi immaterial. Taken on board is a place of supply in the given case. So section 10(1) talks about what? Goods supplied on board conveyance. Goods supplied on board conveyance. Section 10(1) talks about place where the goods taken on board into conveyance. Here, as it understood here, location where the goods are taken board is the place of supply. So section 10(1) is concluded. 10 subsection 2 talks about any other case not covered in the class A to class E falls under section 10.2 where place of supply shall be determined in such manner as may be prescribed. In such manner as may be prescribed. Got the clarity? As may be prescribed means what? The government will decide place of supply in the case where if a difficult situation comes into picture not covered anywhere else will default section 10.2 will cover into picture where that time by department government will notify the place of supply. Got the clarity, my dear friends? Any difficulty up to this? So we understood place of supply, supply of goods other than import, export of goods. If import or export of goods taken place, section 11 of IGST refers place of supply. Section 11 of IGST refer the place of supply, which is as follows. Look here. In the given case, if the goods are imported, the place of supply is equal to location of the importer. If the goods are exported, the place of supply is equal to outside India. As simple as this. But, sir, import of goods, Department of Customs only going to deal this provision. Why you are referring under the GST? Import of goods, who levy the duty? Customs, Department of Customs, not by the GST department. But there is an amendment here. In the case of online money gaming, where import of goods, online money gaming is goods, which is come under actionable claims as defined under section 2, subsection 102, capital A of the CGST. Online money gaming comes under the specified actionable claims, which is nothing but what? Goods. If there is such import of goods taken place in the nature of online money gaming, Department of Customs has no right to levy the duty of customs. IGST will be levied by Department of the GST. For which, what is the place of supply? Location of the importer is the place of supply. Is got clarity, my dear friends? So with this, I concluded the place of supply for supply of goods other than import or export of goods, place of supply for import or export of goods. Thank you, my dear friends.